missiles again. Reasonable. They got five out in Tesco's yesterday, and I found this 4-pack. It's the Rogue One. I think it's exclusive to Tesco's, and at first I thought it was the 4-pack with the 2 tubes, Jyn Erso, and the tank driver plus what's his name, and Saul Guerrera, but it was. Then I looked at it and I realised it wasn't, but they had these on sale for £10, so there are about 5 of these sets left. For 10 quid this is still worth picking up, so you get Morroff, you get the Poe, you get the Death Trooper. Death Trooper's covered in sand, so that's a sort of variant there, and you get a Stormtrooper with a white-pauldron. So for £10 it works out £2.50 for each figure, plus you get the 2 missile launchers which came with the two set figures. So, but the main reason for getting this is the Death Trooper, because he's got sand splattered all over him, and then the Death Stormtrooper with the white-pauldron. These two can be bought in those packs. So I don't know if this is sold in America, this set, but it's definitely sold in the UK in Tesco's, and you can pick it up now for £10. You get the Death Trooper, Stormtrooper, Poe or Pao, and Morroff. Great looking figures. You get all the accessories with them. So let's have a better look at what you get. I can compare this Death Trooper to the one you get with the 2-pack with these two, okay? And there's the Stormtrooper. For £10 you get quite a lot of stuff. You get 4 figures plus all the equipment, the missiles, weapons, and the 2 huge backpack weapons. This one comes with the Death Trooper, and this one Morroff carries. So you get quite a lot for your money. It works out £2.50 for each figure at the reduced price of £10. And Death Trooper looks really good because he's like covered in sand, like on a Scarif. So it's pretty cool. And then you've got the Stormtrooper, which comes with a white shoulder pauldron, comes with blaster. He comes with that gun, he comes with his gun and backpack. He comes with this rotating thing and this huge backpack as well. And this has even got sand on it as well. So it's a really good set, this. There's Morroff, and there's the Pao, great figure, Death Trooper and Stormtrooper. Got a Death Trooper here with the sand splattered all over him, and the regular Death Trooper that comes with the 2-pack as well, and you can see how the sand makes this figure look a bit different. So all it is the sand that makes him look different. You can see he's got it on his boots. No sand, not much sand on the back, just a little bit on his shoulder there. But it's got a lot of sand on the front. It feels kind of rough. It feels smooth there. Figures are exactly the same, except in that this one's got the additional sand paint splattered all over it. Yeah, it's back in focus, and you can see he's got quite a lot on his boots. It looks pretty good. It's not a bad figure, and it is a variant. So this is the sand splattered Death Trooper, and this is the version that comes with Pao in the 2-pack. So both pretty cool. Exactly the same figure, just that this one's got sand applied to it. It looks pretty good. Just to make out. There's the back of this one and the back of that one, exactly the same. It's exactly the same figure, just this has got a bit of sand paint smeared over him. Nice figure though. So nice variant. And then there's this Death Trooper here which comes with the 2-pack. Okay, So that's the reason why this 4-pack is pretty highly sought, I think, because of this Death Trooper variation. The sand on him. And then this figure here is the regular version. Here's the 3.75 Death Trooper from the 2-pack and the Black Series 3.75 Death Trooper for comparison. And the main difference being the articulation. This figure you can get into decent poses, whereas this one's quite static. Let's see, in terms of sculpting, pretty similar. Both have that sort of under-webbing suit, detonator packs. Maybe this one's a bit blacker in tone. This one's more of a greyish black. Pretty similar figures. Just the articulation separates them. It's a hard figure to find in the UK. His gun weapons have more detail on them. Better paint. Okay, and then this is your regular Death Trooper. Black Series 3.75 with the 6-inch Black Series Death Trooper. You can see how similar they are, how different they are. I mean, the main difference is the size and the height difference. If you notice, the Death Trooper, the 6-inch, has got the undersuit is a sort of greyish tone, whereas this one is just more black. But I mean, for its size, it's such a great figure, the 3.75 Death Trooper. You can see how great this 6-inch figure looks. Both are great figures. His gloves are grey, his are black. He's got a holster for his pistol. But I mean, his boots are grey, whereas these ones are black. But they both look great. So that's the 3.75 and the 6-inch Black Series Death Trooper. These are the two Death Troopers you can get, the regular version and the one covered in sand. So it's up to you which version you prefer. I probably prefer the cleaner version, but I mean the sand is nicely applied. It has a sort of 3D texture to it. Like you can feel it, it feels a bit rough. So it's quite nice. And it stands out on the black shiny armour. So that's the new Death Trooper you can get with the sand on him splattered all over the plate. Okay. So that's the Death Troopers. Looking all shiny and black. The Stormtrooper that you get with the 4-pack, he's got a shoulder pauldron, and it's got a white shoulder pauldron, it's got a bit of white on it. It's got a magazine pouch there. And this is the figure from the single carded release. And as you can see, this one's got some additional paint detail there on his abdomen. Otherwise they seem pretty much the same figure. Helmets look exactly the same. So, and there's the back of this Stormtrooper. Let's see if there's any differences with that. The back of his helmet's got the grey there, whereas this one's just been unpainted there. So there's more painting details on this Stormtrooper. Yeah, you can see there he's got a bit of grey there where this one hasn't got it. So this Stormtrooper is more nicely painted. You can see the more detail there. Great looking figure, this one. So that's a variant figure. So this is from the 4-pack, and this is from the single card. This one comes with the additional chest armor that flips off. They come with the same blaster. Both are great figures. And you can see that this one's got just a bit more paint detail on him, especially on the abdomen and on the helmet, especially at the back. Okay, so these are the 2 Stormtroopers. Maybe the mouth as well is a bit different. Cool figure though. Okay, another look at the 2 Stormtroopers. This one with the gun pointed at us is the one from the 4-pack, and the one without so much paint detail is the one that was single carded. Both are great though. So that's another variant you can pick in the 4-pack. Okay, I've got my Kenner 77 back with my tri-logo Stormtrooper. You can see the main differences in the image, that here on the tri-logo there's this one Stormtrooper, and on the vintage Kenner it's got the 2 Stormtroopers, which was, this is the more used picture. The figures look pretty similar in terms of sculpting, because they say that the tri-logo Stormtrooper is a hard torso Stormtrooper. It's kind of slimmer than the regular release or earlier versions of the Stormtrooper, but these 2 figures look pretty similar. So that's a tri-logo card. It's a 79 back. Looks really nice. Guard Imperial. This is the new Rogue One Stormtrooper. Just trying to get a good focus to have a good look at it. Gone out of focus there. You can see the armour there. Great artwork on the card. Rogue One Stormtrooper. Here's a look at Pao. It's quite a good figure. Has a head that can open and close, the mouth. I've done a review of this quite recently. So you can see it can close the mouth and then open it. Nice looking figure, lots of detail, cool action figure. This comes with the 4-pack and with the 2-pack. And he's got a backpack he can attach to his back. Great looking figure. Okay. Poe's a pretty nice figure. I mean, the head sculpt's great. All the gear he's got, wearing extra canisters, stuff on his belt. These sort of things that a Death Trooper has as well. Pretty plain looking rifle. Comes with a backpack which you plug in at the top there. There's the harness. It's a nicely sculpted figure. And what's great about this figure is you can open the mouth up and down. Pretty cool. So this is as much as it will close, and then you can open it up to let out the scream. Cool looking figure. See the teeth there, teeth under there. Great figure this one, lots of lovely detail. There's a good look at the weapon he comes with, pretty cool. And then the back of the gear there, and then here's a good look at the backpack he has, just like the ones they used on Endor and on Rogue One, of course. It just plugs in at the back. I got this pack yesterday at Toys R Us in Whiteley's. It was about £15, and it's the Scarif Trooper and Morroff, the sort of heavy gunner mercenary character that looks like a lot like a Wampa. And what's good about this packaging is you can open it and look at the figures and then shove them back in. So that's what I'm going to do. Got Scarif, Stormtrooper, Squad Leader, Morroff as well. There's the front of the box. Here's the back of the box. Okay, so here are the figures out of the box in the plastic casing. You can see the lovely detail of the two figures. All the equipment that come with. Morroff's main weapon is this long sort of Gatling gun rifle. Lovely detail on this figure. And then the Stormtrooper or Scarif Trooper just looks amazing. Here's the main reason I wanted this set. And then you get all this equipment as well, this heavy gunner piece. It's pretty cool. So you assemble that and he can wear that. But mainly I'm more interested in the figures. Got quite good detail, this piece of equipment here. Okay. So let's look at these figures. Look amazing. Another look at Morroff. And you can see the eye, the breathing piece on his mouth, the chest piece of that armour, his gun there. Looks pretty cool in his hand. That's definitely the stock of an M16 there, 60 sorry. And then detailing on the webbing, and yeah, really nice huge figure this. With great sculpting of the fur, nice paint apps, great looking figure. That's your Morroff, heavy gunner. And he comes with all this equipment here, comes with this backpack, this harness, the two machine guns that go on the sides, and you get two firing missiles as well. Okay, here's Morroff or Morroff with his backpack assembled. So it's quite easy to build. You can see the amount of detail it has. Got two firing buttons there, you just slot the missiles in. It's carrying rockets, extra ammo. So when he's like this, he's a walking tank. Looks pretty cool. I wonder if this is going to be in the film. You can see like takes about 30 seconds to a minute to build it. Looks pretty cool this. So as accessory goes, this isn't too bad, because this character's big enough to handle such a weapon, and it looks good on him. Like two heavy machine guns or whatever they are, laser cannon. Just looks pretty cool. So, you know, it definitely looks cool with this. You can see the lovely detail on this backpack. Really nice. So as accessory goes, it's not too bad. And the figure just looks amazing, like this, like a walking army. Okay, so it's Morroff with his twin backpack heavy machine guns, or laser cannon, whatever they are, with extra rockets and all that sort of stuff. Looks pretty cool. So this 4-pack I got at Tesco's for £10. If you go there now to the bigger stores, they might have some more. And the one I went to is quite far away, but they had quite a lot of them. They had about 4 or 5 packs. For 10 quid this is an absolute bargain, because you get 4 figures, that works out £2.50 each, plus all this equipment. You get the 2 missile launchers, the missiles, all this equipment, blasters and stuff, and you get 2 figure variations. You get the Stormtrooper, Rogue One Stormtrooper with white-pauldron and additional paint, and you get the Death Trooper with additional sand. It looks really cool. So 2 cool variants, plus Pao and Morroff. Morroff's a great figure, and he comes in a 2-pack. He comes with the Scarif Stormtrooper, And in the 2-pack he comes with the plain Death Trooper, which I compared with this one. Okay, so you get all these cool figures, blasters, weapons and bits and bobs. Okay, so you get quite a lot for your money. So it's worth trying to find this pack. I'm not sure if this pack is available in the States, probably is. Probably, I don't know about the rest of Europe, but in the UK you can get this at Tesco's. And I don't know where else they might sell it, but definitely in Tesco's. And they've got it on sale for £10, so it's worth checking out. Okay, nice set. Okay, I got this at Home Bargains a couple of weeks ago. It's the 2-pack. It's the one with Rebel Commando Pao and Imperial Death Trooper. It's about £8, which isn't too bad because usually they're about 15 quid, 16 quid for this 2-pack. The main reason I wanted it is for Rebel Commando Pao. He looks really cool. Rogue One. What's good about this packaging is you can open it up and then put them back in. So here's the figures out of the box. You get the Pao and the Death Trooper. Both look really good. The Death Trooper doesn't have the extra rebbing, so he's just like a regular Death Trooper, not the specialist. Comes with this huge missile firing thing, all these bits and bobs. Backpack, 2 firing missiles. You get all of this stuff. These are the Pao. Looks really good. His head moves up and down, like just like Admiral Akbar. Lovely looking figure. Death Trooper looks pretty cool as well. This huge missile thing as well. Let's try the missiles. They didn't go very far. But let's just have another look at the figure holding this huge twin cannon. Certainly gives you a lot of firepower, but you know, something more from I don't know, Space Crusade or something like that, or Warhammer. It's nicely painted, nicely detailed, it's weathered. Looks pretty cool. Okay, let's try firing again. You press these 2 buttons there. Not far. So not too far, about a metre. So if you want a cheaper option for a 3.75 Death Trooper, this is the way to go. Even though when I was at Asda these figures have gone up to about £9 now. I picked this one up when I got it for £6. It's a great looking figure though, the Death Trooper. Cool. Very nice looking figure. And then there's this Death Trooper, which is far harder to find. You have to find it in Asda in the UK. And yeah, you'll be really pleased if you do. Here's the Rogue One basic 3.75 Death Trooper and the new Black Series one I've just picked up. Even though he came out a lot earlier. So this has got 5 points of articulation, whereas this one's got multiple points of articulation. It's a really great figure. I mean, the helmets look pretty similar, the overall sculpt looks pretty similar, except in, you know, this has got visible joints. They both got the same sort of webbing on. It's probably exactly the same. I know it's slightly different. That's got, let me see if it focuses, that's got a different type of sculpting there, whereas this hasn't got the ridges, it's got like a buckle there. So there are some slight differences in the webbing. It had made sense just to use the same piece of webbing, but there is differences there. Both the grenades on this one look a lot more sort of askew, where these ones are more in line. Yeah, but otherwise, I mean, the weapons look the same. This one's probably got more silver paint on it. It comes with this ridiculous, whatever it is, grapple action, zipline, missile launching thing. Okay. Final look at the 4-pack. So you get all this cool gear. And the main attraction of these two figures here, the Stormtrooper and Death Trooper, because they're variants. Stormtrooper has additional paint and a white-pauldron, and the Death Trooper is covered in splotches of sand, and that's pretty cool. And then you get all this gear as well. Sorry about the noise, there's some, I don't know what they're doing outside. Okay, so a really nice 4-pack. And I think this set is sort of highly sought because of these two variants. So you get the Death Trooper with sand and the white-pauldron Stormtrooper. Two nice figures, plus Pao and Morroff. He's a huge figure. Okay, so put this back in the box and then that's finished. It's the Rogue One 4-pack, which is exclusive in Tesco's, I do believe, and it costs £10 at the moment, so if you can pick it up, I'd suggest you go pick it up. It's got pretty cool European languages here and the names of the figures in different languages. Nice box art. And two main reasons to get this is the Stormtrooper and the Death Trooper, because they're variant figures. I don't know if the Stormtrooper's been packed with anything else. And then you get the two missile packs, and it tells you about the characters at the top, the app, and then all the warnings there. So it's a nice set. And then you've got the 4 figures. It's a Rogue One 4-pack, definitely available in Tesco's, and it says do not microwave pack. Security who's going to microwave this pack? Bizarre. Okay. So see if you can find this if you live in the UK at Tesco's. Cheers, bye. Firing again. Let's see if we can get a better shot this time. Let's see. That wasn't too bad. That was further. So that's the missiles, not too bad. Okay.